Speaker, sir. I rise to present the budget for the year 2026-27 before this August House. This is not just a budget statement, it is a roadmap, a strategic approach to development, develop Nagaland at 2047. Speaker, sir, the 16th Finance Commission covering the financial year 2026 to 2031 has revised formula for horizontal devolution, resulting in reducing of Nagaland's share in central taxes from 0.569% to 0.48%, a decline of about 15% in relative terms. Consequently, the year 26-27, the state is projected to receive 7,341 crores as its share of central taxes, whereas the amount would have been 8,684 crores had the earlier devolution formula continued. I must draw the attention of the August House on the adverse fiscal impact resulting from the discontinuation of post-devolution revenue deficit grant. On 4th February 2026, I met the Union Home Minister, Union Finance Minister Sri Nirmala Sitharamanji, and apprised her of our concern and submitted a written representation on the impending fiscal shortfall for the next 5 years unless the Union government provide grant in aid to cover our revenue deficit. As constitutionally mandated, such report is essential to ensure that Nagaland unique constitutional status in the spirit of the 16-point agreement is duly recognized and protected within the framework of India's fiscal federalism. We are proceeding with full budget presentation following a clear and reassurance concurrence of the Honorable Union Finance Minister to this regard. Successive Central Finance Commission have flagged the high revenue expenditure in our state budgets, particularly on salaries. I have consistently underlined the needs to contain revenue expenditure and augment our own revenue receipt. To this end, my government has been following a prudent fiscal consolidation path and by improving our state's own revenue, stabilizing our committed expenditure and containing fiscal deficit, while ensuring the development needs of the states are not compromised. So let me now highlight the new initiatives that this budget introduced. For the first time in the state fiscal framework, budget introduces an SDG-linked budget architecture and a gender budget statement. The state has also adopted outcome budgeting from this financial year, and the outcome budget statement will be publishing in the subsequent financial year. This will strengthen monitoring, accountability, and outcome-based planning across departments. The budgetary initiatives will adopt the whole of government approach wherein all stakeholders, including departments, public agencies, and communities shall work in an integrated manner to achieve common policy objectives. This reiterates the significance my government is placing on aligning public expenditure with inclusive development and the state's sustainable development goals. Gender equality has also been embedded as a foundational pillar of our Naga society. The state ranked first in SDG 5 gender equality among Indian states and has been a pioneer in gender responsive governance. Through the VDB Model Rules 1980, which institutionalized gender-based allocation and reservation decades ahead of national mainstream efforts. The objective of this year's budget is to continue these efforts and align our interventions with our country's cherished goals of a Viksit Bharat 2047. To enable higher participation of women in workplaces and to improve women workforce ability, packages will be established in all major government establishments across the state. The initiative will commence at this Nagaland Civil Secretariat from the ensuing financial year. Recognizing the importance of women-led entrepreneurs in strengthening local economics and acknowledging the daunting challenge faced by women in availing capital, the government will operationalize an innovation seed fund for nano women entrepreneurs with an allocation of 2 crores targeting 1,000 women across the state. The initiative will provide early stage financial support to women-led nano entrepreneurs without having them to undergo cumbersome loan-related documents. These women shall also be facilitated for linkage of the formal banking sector to open new avenues for further expansion and ensure they achieve economic self-sufficiency. Further, to introduce economic opportunities for women in the transportation sector, 50 pink Scotty taxi will be introduced in pilot mode across 3 districts of Nagaland. The candidates will be selected to undergo training under Nagaland Skill and Entrepreneurs Development Mission, and credit linkage shall be facilitated through the Chief Minister Corpus Microfinance Initiative. Opportunities for women drivers will also be given more operating taxi services across the state. Speaker, sir, every society needs safe and sustained supply of drinking water. To this end, my government will launch the Nagaland Strategic Water Resilience Initiative with an allocation of 24 crores. This initiative will focus to enhance water security through a creation of water bodies, strategic water storage, rainwater harvesting integration, and urban groundwater recharge in all the district headquarters in a phased manner. This will build our resilience and preparedness to extreme climate changes. To this, I am launching the Chief Minister Community Solar Partnership Initiative under the Nagaland Solar Mission. With an allocation of 11 crores, the initiative is targeted to install 3 kilowatt grid-connected rooftop solar system in all Naga village council buildings across the state. This will reduce our power imports, ensure reliable electricity, and generate community revenue. The initiative will complement our efforts to achieve a greener economy. To further strengthen environmental sustainability, an allocation of Rs 1 crore has been earmarked for initiatives under the green economy to promote environmentally responsible economic activities and green livelihood opportunities under Nagaland empowerment of people through economic development and promotion of bamboo, charcoal, and briquette value chain. Also, bamboo development agencies, besides promoting eco-friendly produce, this will also potentially develop MSMEs in this sector. So, human capital development is key to a developed Nagaland. This budget introduces a focused set of targets initiative designed to strengthen human capital, improve community well-being, and enhance economic resilience in the state. With an allocation of 5 crore, the government will expand the mandate of Nagaland Skill and Entrepreneurship Development Mission by focusing on the entrepreneurs' incubations, and livelihood generation, aligns with the emerging economic opportunities waiting our state and beyond. Targeted interventions for women will also be continued through this mission. So, complementing these efforts, Nagaland Apprenticeship Head Placement Exchange will be introduced with an allocation of 50 lakhs to facilitate structured pathways between skill development and employment opportunities for the youth and their placement. The platform will serve as the registry of our available workforce, connect job seekers and job providers, and monetize the ever-growing care economy of the state. This will enable the state government to maintain a comprehensive database of all Naga workers working outside the state to enable target government interventions, especially during emergencies and crisis situations. The existing employment exchange will be transformed into an interactive and evolving platform to meet the supply and demand gap of the labor market. The registry will also be dovetailed to the Chief Minister list life assurance schemes for life and accidental assurance coverage of breadwinners. So, in order to strengthen administrative capacity and governance outcome, the allocation of 2 crores provided for the training of public servants and authorities in the last budget will continue. This capacity building initiative will focus on modern governance practices, financial management, and policy implementation capabilities of stakeholders. Training will also be imparted in the village level functionaries, wherein, among other capacity building programs, they will be trained at a gender responsive planning and implementation of governmental programs and policies. Education and academic excellence remains critical priorities of the government. The Nagaland Academic Excellence Corpus, with an allocation of 1 crore, is designed for capacity building and upskilling of teaching faculty in higher education, technical education and ITIs, with special focus on emerging sector including digital economy and information technology, agri-technology, artificial intelligence and green economy. Incentives will also be provided for institutions taking up such sectors in their curriculum. So, to encourage students to pursue science, technology, engineering and mathematics, 1 crore allocation for the Chief Minister's STEAM incentive program. This will provide monetary support to the student enrolled in degree courses in this discipline in the institution of national repute. Sir, a huge number of out-of-school children and youth will prove to be an socio-economic burden on the state for decades to come if we do not enable them to acquire minimum qualification essential for undergoing skill training and bring them to the workforces. The Nagaland Open Learning Support Scheme with an allocation of 1 crore is targeted to support alternative learning pathways and expand educational access to this section of our community. Lack of collective social well-being in the community will eventually lead to non-productivity both economically and emotionally. We need a motivated society as we endeavor towards a developed Nagaland. To this end, Nagaland Community Wellbeing Initiative is allocated 50 lakhs. The program will promote community engagement, mental well-being, and social cohesion across rural and urban areas. This initiative is positioned as a happiness and quality of life initiative aimed at social happiness and positive thinking rather than a psychiatric intervention. The government recognized the importance of cleanliness and sanitation, which are critical factors for achieving a status of a developed state by strengthening local institutions and civic participation. Nagaland Cleanliness Performance Incentive for local bodies with an allocation of 2 crores will primarily target the institutionalized behavior change and social responsibility in the community. Central to the achievement sustainable development, financial incentives will be given to urban and rural bodies that demonstrate measurable improvement in sanitation, waste management, and community cleanliness. So in the sports sector, with an objective to identify and systematically promote Naga athletes to compete in the international sports events, the government will introduce the Chief Minister's Sports Advance Initiative with an allocation of ₹3 crores. This program will focus on development of athletes and coaches' competency, training, support, and incentive for supporting excellence across 5 disciplines, namely archery, badminton, sepak takraw, table tennis, and taekwondo. This is aligned to the state government visions to prepare our athletes to compete in the Summer Olympic 2048. More disciplines will be taken up in the future after consultations. Speaker, sir, I mentioned about the unfavorable award of the 16th Finance Commission and the growing strain on our limited resources. Strengthening the state revenue framework therefore remains crucial for fiscal sustainability. Accordingly, the government will establish a revenue and development fund mobilization cell within Finance Department with an allocation of ₹1 crore to identify innovative financing mechanism, strengthening resource mobilizations, and support development finance strategies. To further strengthen the state's revenue and fiscal consolidation, a committee on the expenditure rationalizations and revenue mobilizations will be formed under my chairmanship. Complementing these efforts, the Integrated Land Revenue Mobilization Initiative with an allocation of ₹1 crore will be introduced to focus on improving land-based revenue systems and modernizing land revenue administration in our state. Sir, coupled with this, the state government will roll out e-stamp to mobilize and streamline the system of stamp duty and revenue administration. This reform will enhance transparency, minimize the risk of fraud and counterfeits, ensure real-time verification and transactions, and improve the ease of doing business by enabling faster execution and registration of documents. This will also help plug the leakages in the system of inland revenue of the state. The state has developed the electronic governance receipt accounting system, eGRAS, an online platform that will enable citizens, businesses, and institutions to pay taxes, fees, fines, and other dues through secure digital channels. To revitalize Nagaland business ecosystem, which is the engine of our economic dynamism, the government will launch the Nagaland Gross Value Addition Promotion Initiative, a sub-component of the Chief Minister Microfinancing Initiatives. This initiative is targeted to attract, nurture, and scale entrepreneurial ventures, thereby boosting gross state domestic products. The initiatives will provide robust market linkage, facilitations, and dedicated incubation support. Financial incentive up to 10 lakhs will be tied to a tiered performance framework of identified key indicators linked to the promotion of private enterprise, ensuring that successful enterprises receive target capital assistance aligned with their proven impact and green intervention initiatives. Speaker, sir, the government will launch the Nagaland agro-based products logistics support schemes with an allocation of ₹5 crores. Initiative will support aggregations, transportation, and market linkage for our produce, thereby enhancing agriculture income and reducing post-harvest and post-production losses. This will encourage our farmers and local producers to produce in a huge quantity without the burden to worry about market access, and ensure local produce from across the state reach market and are priced competitively. Further, the government will implement the Nagaland Waivers Advancement and Market Formalization Initiative with an allocation of ₹1 crore. This program will support traditional artisans by establishing a registry to strengthen market access, produce formalization, facilitate GI tagging and value addition in the traditional textile sector. At the same time, it will mainstream waivers in the organized economy. The detailed guidelines and incentive structure of all this initiative will be published in due course of time, signaling the state unwavering commitment and fostering an inclusive, sustainable, growth-oriented ecosystem across sectors on our journey to a developed Nagaland at 2047. Speaker, sir, the State Planning Board has allocated resources prioritizing completion of ongoing works and the development of infrastructure in newly created district. I shall now briefly dwell on the sector-wise allocation for the year 2026-27. Again, a like sector will have been provided with a total allocation of 21 crores The Agriculture Department has been provided 10 crores for agri infrastructure and agri park at Kisama Heritage Village. The Horticulture Department is provided 6.55 crores for post-harvest management and value addition of strawberries, development of flowers, cluster model village at tourist villages, construction of horti infrastructure including building in Samator district. The Soil Water Conservation Department will undertake a comprehensive sustainable land development project and other infrastructure development project with an allocation of rupees 3.59 crores. Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services Department is strengthening and constructing existing dispensaries, health center and resource centers, as well as promotion of rural livestock productions and control of African swine flu. The department is provided with 6.20 crores. The state aims to transform fish farming into a commercial enterprise to achieve a self-sufficiency in fish production by 2030. The Fisheries and Aquatic Services Department is undertaking cluster-based fishery development and institutionalizing fish farmers producers organization in the state. The Fisheries and Aquatic Services are being provided with rupees 4.20 crores. So though the sustained efforts in community participation in the state has become a priority in community-led conservations, with 208 community reserves notified under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, covering 1,975 square kilometers, the Environment, Forest and Climate Change Department is provided with 5.50 crores for establishment of high-tech nursery plantations of agar wood and other activities. So the Cooperation Department has been provided with 6.17 crores for construction of ARCS office in Newland, Parent, Mogokchun, Wokha and Zenaburo district. So coffee has emerged as a key rural economic driver, with Nagaland becoming a leading producer in the northeast, recognized by the Ministry of Donor as a unique selling propositions. Nagaland coffee has ensured market both within and outside the country. The Land Resource Department is provided with 6.25 crores for promotion of sustainable livelihood through coffee plantation, coffee care, coffee adaptation stations and development of coffee nurseries. The Sericulture Department will undertake development of ADCF in rural area across the state and construction of spinning and reeling at Dimapur district. Departmental infrastructure will also be constructed in Parent and Beluri district. The department is provided 5.30 crores. Nagaland Bamboo Development Agency, Bioresources and Aromatic Plants, Bee and Honey Missions, Nagaland Powered of People Through Economic Development, NEPET and Hydroger are allocated 1 crore each. The Rural Development Department is provided with 5 crores for construction of BDO's offices at Ompangkong South in Mokchon and Sani in Wokha district, improvement rural roads and amenities at this directorate complex. The State Institution of Rural Development is provided with 4 crores for construction of administrative academic block at SIRD office complex, Kohima, and for various training programs. So the Land Resource Department is provided with 4.85 crores to undertake procurement of differential global positioning system and construction of DLRSO office buildings at Longland, Neiphiu district. 200 crores has been allocated for land bank under the department. Human resource development in multidisciplinary trade for widows and educated unemployed women will be undertaken by the development of underdeveloped area department. Construction of Duda and staff quarter at Kohima, iconic project under UDAP, will also be undertaken, for which the department is provided with 20.19 crores. So in the power sector, distribution and revenue is provided with 9.29 crores for construction of 33 kVA substation in Wokha, Peg and Peren district. Purchase of transformers and realignments and construction of 11 kV line of Jangpetcom feeder and upgradation of existing 33 kVA substation. The transmission and generation section has been provided 11.42 crores for construction of departmental infrastructure. In addition, 3 crores is provided to the new and renewable energy department for connecting of 150 kW Tiza-Ru hydro project, implementing of solar water heater system and solar home lighting system. Electrical Sectoral has been provided 1 crore for the Green Village initiatives. The Industry and Commerce Department has been provided 9.75 crores for ease of doing business, Startup Nagaland program, training and awareness program in textile, MSMEs, commerce, and food processing and implementing of India Industrial Land Banks. The department will also undertake export promotion activities, packaging and branding of MSMEs products and construction of meeting hole and storm water drainage at Awangku ITC. This includes 1 crore each for the NHDC, NKVIB and NHTDC Limited and 50 lakhs for NTPC. So the geology and mining has been allocated 7.50 for initiative including mineral connectivity infrastructure to Dikhu Bridge at Tentak Sahu River in Mon district, groundwater development in water access stress area through deep tube well, rainwater harvest and artificial recharge infrastructure, and exploration of strategic minerals. The department will construct a mining governance and resource management center, undertaking GIS-based district-wise assessment of mineral using DGPS survey and investigate limestone deposit in North and South Chalongan in Noklak district. Nagaland State Mineral Development Corporation Limited has been provided with 2.39 crores. So the Road and Bridges Department has been provided 30 crores for improvement of roads and rehabilitations of bridges. The Trans-Nagaland Highway Foothill Road is envisioned to create an economic corridor across strategic areas of the state, and the government is given priority considering its strategic socio-economic impact of the people. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highway, MRTH, has stipulated a minimum right of way of 30 meters free from all incumbent branches to be provided before the project could be taken up as a national highway. As specified by the ministry, forest clearance had also been obtained. However, the requirement of 30 meters right of way free of cost is yet to be fulfilled by the state government in the process of discussion with concerned travel hosts and stakeholders in this regard. The mechanical department has been provided 3 crores for requirement of heavy machineries. So the road transport department has been provided 9.41 crores for construction of substation and garage in various districts, upgrading of NST divisional workshop at Lere, booking office and bus shed at Teding and Longjan, and maintenance of helipad at various locations. The motor vehicle department has been provided 4 crores for the construction of office building and staff quarters. The streamlined and formalities, eco-friendly and economical transport options. The department will formulate a policy for operation of commercial 3-wheelers in identified feasible district of the state. Science and technology has been provided rupees 2.82 crores for departmental infrastructure for Nagaland Science Mission. The Information Technology and Communication Department has been provided 5.35 crores for departmental infrastructure, software development, enhancement of state data center, operation and governance digital platforms using multimodal AI agents and advanced analysis for online services. Nagaland Innovation Hub will also be constructed by the department at Chimakredima district. So the planning machinery has been provided to be 7.38 crores for construction of SDB conference halls at Bandari and Tobu and other infrastructure. 250 crores is earmarked for the state matching share to CSS. Other allocations include 12 crores for SDF and 2.5 crores for SDG initiative, 1 crore for Nagaland Institute of Transformations, 1.5 for inspirational district and blocks, and as announced earlier in the floor of this house, 132 crores is allocated for LNDP and increase of 20 lakhs per constituency, especially for earmark for skill development and promotion of micro entrepreneurs. An additional 50 lakhs each is allocated to the 29th areas covered under the underdeveloped area programs. The Art and Culture Department has been provided 7.45 crores for construction of cultural hall at Tamong in Mon district, district cultural office at Longland, exhibition hall at Kisama village heritage, traditional gates and morongs at Bendu in Parent district, Konya community hall at Dimapur, and department core activities including Hornbill Festival. The tourism department have been provided 17.20 crores for the Hornbill Festival, mini Hornbill Tribal Festival, and construction of office building, ecosystem and tourism enhancement infrastructure in various districts. The Economics and Statistics Department has been provided 4.71 crores for the construction of district offices in Wokha, Kipere, and Semenu. After our staff quarters at Tuengsan, Parent, and various repairs for innovation of departmental infrastructure. The Food and Civil Supplies Department has been provided 4.74 crores. Construction of office building at Tuengsan, Parent, Zenagoto, Semenu, and godown at various locations. The Legal Metrology and Consumers Protection Department has been provided 2.62 crores for construction and upgradation of various department buildings, training and for consumer awareness. The Evaluation Department has been provided 2.87 crores for various constructions, works and evaluation studies. So the School Education Department has been provided 12.89 crores for construction of DEO and SDEO office in Mallory, Newland, Chumukidima, Noklak, Samatur, Onkolemba in Mokokchun and training in Parent District and construction of school infrastructure in various locations. The Higher Education Department has been provided with 11.05 crores for construction of classrooms and academic building in various government colleges, girl hostel, Newmal College, Onkolemba and Parent College, and separate boys and girls toilet in various government colleges, and infrastructure upgradation at multipurpose hall at Yangli College in Longland. The CRT has been located 3.24 crores for development of new textbook from KG2 till class 8, construction of various developmental infrastructures. So the Technical Education Department has been provided 3.20 crores for setting up Artificial Intelligence and Mechanic Learning Laboratory at Government Polytechnic at Sitikama-C, construction of girl hostel, and at Polytechnic Doyang, Wokha power line connecting for Government Polytechnic Apoy, Mon and Doyang. So the Youth Resources and Sports Department has been provided 10.43 crores for construction of department buildings, capacity building for youth, empowerment and sports personnel, the tournament related activities and top macro activities. The Health and Family Welfare Department has been provided 10.10 crores for construction of CSC, PSC, office staff quarters, health sub-centers and infrastructure improvement across the state. Third, the Public Health Engineering Department has been provided 6.22 for improvement of water supply to Kohima, Mokokchun, Wokha, construction of departmental infrastructure in Peren, Noklak, Newland, Zenemoto, and Wokha. Software development for online water building and rooftop rain water harvesting structure at NBCC Convention Center Kohima will also be undertaken by the department. So the Housing Department has been provided 31.15 crores for construction of rental houses, staff quarters, rest houses and office buildings in various districts and sub-divisions. CAW have been provided 26 crores for office buildings, residential quarter, flat type staff quarters, rest house and second house for district administration in various parts of the state. The police housing has been provided 13.57 crores for construction of office building, construction and upgrading of police station, staff quarters, barrack and upgradation of building. The Law and Justice Department have been provided 2.63 crores for various construction activities. The Home Guards have been provided 3.29 crores for construction of departmental infrastructure. The jail, prison, housing department has also been provided 5.61 crores for construction of various departmental infrastructures. The excise department has been provided with 3.20 crores for construction of building at Pek, Peren and Dimapur. Speaker sir, I am happy to announce that Nagaland has been awarded 100 crores for Nagaki by the central government under the theme-based Greenfield Cities competition during 2025-26. An area measuring 330 hectares has been identified for development of crucial infrastructure and other public amenities, and works will commence soon. The Urban Development Department has been provided 70 crores for 47 lakhs for urban roads in all district headquarters, urban infrastructure development scheme and urban drainage and footpath. The Municipal Affairs Department has been provided 4.40 crores for urban sanitations, sewerage schemes, infrastructure for ULB, capacity building for ULB and municipal solid waste management under the State Finance Commission. 15.88 crores is allocated to the municipal department as a share in taxes and 9.16 crores as grant in aid for the urban local bodies. The Information and Public Relations Department is provided with 4.39 crores for advanced capacity building programs for films and AVGC -XR and sectoral integration of Nagaland and screen media and creative technology sector. The Labor Department has been provided with 2.97 crores for construction of office building, unorganized social security and labor welfare center. The Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneur Department have been provided with 4.70 crores for providing access to employability skill for 1,200 rural youth and women, construction of office infrastructure, skilling in media and entertainment sector, health and hospitality sector with language for international placements. So the Social Welfare Department has been provided 5.29 crores for construction of upgradation of department infrastructure. Women Resources Department has been also provided 4.30 crores for transformative livelihood intervention project MIKI activities. The General Services sector has been provided 22.10 crores, and this includes 2.80 to the Printing and Stationery Department, 1.80 crores to the Administrative Training Institute, 7 crores to the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, and 10.50 crores to the Fire and Emergency Services for development of fire stations in newly created district and divisions, development of infrastructure and upgrading of training center for fire emergency services, improvement of existing and upcoming fire stations and purchase of equipment and appliances. So the treasuries and accounts has been provided 4 crores for construction of office quarter at various locations. Parliamentary Affairs Department has been provided 2.20 crores. The Taxes Department has been provided 4.30 crores for construction of various departmental buildings. The Village Guard have been provided rupees 5.56 crores for construction of 18 BG barracks and other infrastructures. The Border Area Department has been allocated rupees 2 crores for construction of border rest house and departmental infrastructures. The Election Department has been provided 4.01 crores for various infrastructure development, and the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority under Home Department has been provided 3.50 crores for strengthening real-time and field-based emergency disaster response with emerging technology, strengthening Iloina and supercomputer of NSDMA and establishment of 16 HAM radio stations as standalone emergency communication network Rupees 1.20 crores have been provided to upgradation of Nagaland guest house in Akhipuram and Salt Lake. The Tribal Affairs Department has been provided 5.60 crores for construction of director building, staff quarters and tribal arena at Kisama Heritage. The Minority Affairs have been allocated 4.50 crores for construction of new directorate building, minority women marketing outlet and various districts for Holy Two land. The state lotteries have been provided 1 crore for construction of a new directorate building at new capital complex, Tizama. Speaker, sir, 100.57 crores will be granted to FNTA, which is the proportional allocation of the total divisible pool in the state development fund. Under netting out the statewide obligations, including the non-transferable departments, the state, while committed to the soul as a welfare provider, cannot sustain the delivery of essential services without corresponding contribution from users. Non-payment of charges for services such as electricity, water supply, and other utility imposes a growing fiscal burden, constraining economic progress, particularly in the resource-constrained state like ours. It is therefore imperative that all revenue-earning departments established realistic yet ambitious targets, eliminate leakages and ensure the timely remittance of all collections into the state treasury for optimal utilization. This responsibility extends across all departments, which must be diligently collect due to fees and user charges, exercise expenditure discipline, and ensure value of public fund. Every citizen, taxpayers, traders, and public official buildings, government revenues is equally obligated to discharge dues promptly and transparently. Strengthening revenue realization will enhance fiscal efficiency, reduce dependence on borrowing, and contribution to a sustained reduction in the fiscal deficit. Sir, I am happy to inform that the closing deficit of the year 2020-25-26 is estimated to improve by 431.39 crores as against the projection of 843.41 crores in the budget estimated. It is now estimated to close at rupees 441.81 crores only in the revised estimates. So the target as regard to the budget proposal, Speaker sir, I am estimating that the gross received at 22,507.10 crores and gross expenditure at 22,000 crores, 127.33 crores for the financial year 2026-27. The broad item-wise statement is under. Received, state-owned tax and non-tax revenue, 2,714.44. State share in central taxes is 7,341.28. Central assistance grant and loans is 9,471.08. Internal debts, 2,979.77. Recovery of loans and advances by the state government, 1.53 crores. and the total is 22,507.10. Now B, expenditure, non-development expenditures, that is 13337.51. That is excluding servicing of debts and servicing excluding servicing of debt, of debt, 2,618.74, and development of expenditure including CSS, etc., is 6,171.81. So the total is 22.127.23. So C, balance AB is 379.77, and D, public accounts net is 305.00. E, net current transaction CD is together is 74.77. So this gross receipt and expenditure during the year 26-27 is estimated in the result of surplus of 74 crores. However, because of the negative balance, opening balance of 411.88 crores, 81 crores, the year is estimated to close with a negative balance of 337.04 crores. The government is committed to ensure that every rupee of public expenditure produces measurable social and economic impact, thereby strengthening the state's long-term growth prospect. While safeguarding fiscal stability, we aim to create new opportunity for our youth, strengthening our local economies, and lay the foundations for a more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable development trajectory for Nagaland. Central is in realizing our common goal of a developed nation by 2047. With these words, Speaker Sir, I commend the budget for 2026-27 to this August House for consideration and passing. Thank you.